Today's project is to clean my range hood, and the reason I'm making the video is because not too many people have done a video on cleaning a range hood. There are plenty that have looked at cleaning the filter, but not actually taking it apart and cleaning the fan. As you can see, this range hood gets a bit stuck. There's an enormous amount of grease build-up. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the glass and these side brackets, and then see how we can get up into the top. So as you can see here, these brackets are absolutely disgusting. I'll take out the filter. The filter's not in terrible condition because I did clean it probably soon after I bought this place, so it's probably 3 years ago. So there is a little bit of build-up of grease, as you'd expect, but it's nothing like it was. I believe this hasn't been cleaned possibly ever, so brace yourself for what I'm about to show you. How about that? So first I'm going to remove these brackets and put them in, I don't know if I'll put them straight into the dishwasher or give them an initial clean first, we'll see. So advice I'd give you is just to take some photographs of how these are assembled. Can't even get to the screw on this one because of the grease. Maybe I should have worn gloves. Oops. Okay. And I'm also going to take this front bit off. So this isn't coming off. I think it's possibly just due to the grease build-up. Oh, there we go. You can have a nice look at how disgusting that is. And also take this filter out. Because there's so much grease on this, I'm just going to try and clean some off before I put it into the dishwasher. God, that's awful. So I've put all those items in the dishwasher. I'll let them clean. So the next step is to remove the range hood itself and the fan. It looks like there's 2 screws on each side, and it looks like it's held in by silicone as well. So because I'm on my own, this is a 60cm hood, and so I've brought in a little stool to prop it up when it comes down. What I'm expecting is that once I unscrew the screws, this will come down and there should be some ducting underneath there going up. So let's see how we go. There's a lot of silicone back here. Okay, so just to show you what it looks like here. So I need to unplug the range hood and also remove it from here. I think there must be some ducting further underneath. There we go. So I'm going to unplug it and then remove this tape, and then the unit should be free. Very difficult to do one-handed. As you can see, you just have to lift this ducting off. And there you go, the unit's free. Okay. So as you can see, this was quite heavily siliconed, so it took a whole lot more effort than I expected. I think the first thing I'll do is just give this area a bit of a clean up and then move on to the unit itself. So the gloves are back on and this is what we've got. So I'm going to remove what I can, but I want to get into this fan here. I don't know if you can see how much grease is on those buttons there. Alright, and you can see how much grease is all around here. Alright, well that's what that looks like. And then we've got the actual motor. Which I think it's held in by these two screws. Wow. Concerned about stripping that screw. What can I do? I might have to get a Dremel. Okay, so after a whole lot of effort, after using WD-40 and a Dremel, I cut the screw lengthways, and now finally I can take it out. There we go, so that's the motor out. Wow, okay. I'm going to put these two pieces in the dishwasher, but I think first I should maybe pour some boiling water over them so that they're not quite so disgusting. It's not too bad at all, is it? Okay. So I think I'll have to clean these ones separately. But otherwise it looks pretty good. I might give that one more run in the dishwasher while I'm cleaning this other stuff. Get rid of all this silicone. Okay, so I'm going to put these in the dishwasher. And let these go around again. We're almost there. So I'm glad I took the switch apart because there is quite a lot of build-up of grease on the contacts as well as just generally. So I'm just going to clean them up. This is isopropyl alcohol, which is safe to use on the contacts. The case for the switches have cleaned up nicely. Still a bit of gunk, but most of it's off. And I still need to manually clean these ones. I think with that done, we're ready to reassemble. I'm going to start with the switch. I did take some photographs before dismantling it to ensure that I knew how to put it back together again. So I know that this one goes here, and that goes like so. So the next step now is to put the motor back together. So I've cleaned up all the parts. The only thing left to do is to put a bit of oil on the bearings. Just clean that up a bit. And I'm just going to use some sewing machine oil. I'm just going to dip a little bit around there, just a couple of drops. And just work it through. That seems to be moving quite freely. Okay. I'll just put it back in its casing. Just need to be careful with these wires. So that seems to be fine. I'll just put the top on. So I've just plugged it in, and let's just make sure everything's working. That's the lights, they're working. Now the fan. Very, very happy with that. I'll just put the cap on there. So the Rangehood now is as clean as it's going to get, and I've also cleaned up here as much as possible. And just out of interest, I will have a look under here. You see the ducting actually goes quite high. But I have noticed that on this collar, whatever paint or paste they use over the years has cracked a bit. So I'm just going to use some insulation tape just to seal that up properly. So that's now all the way around where the collar meets the hood. Perhaps not necessary, but I did it anyway. So in order to reinstall, I've propped up a toolbox on top of a stool so that the collar and the duct tape are close enough for me to tape it in. So I have to be mindful of this plug so it doesn't get in the way, and also of where these electrical wires are, because to reconnect it to the cabinets I need to screw into this piece of wood here. Now I'll take these out. So the final step is to reassemble the filter and the cover. They're all cleaned up very nicely in the dishwasher. So let's do that. So before I reassemble the glass panel, I'm going to oil these runners. So I'll use sewing machine oil again. And just work it through. I think we're good to go. And just finally I'm going to put some oil in here as well. Okay, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to put it back up. So here's the Rangehood fully reinstalled. As we can see here, that is sliding in and out far more easily than before. And I think I'll close this video with a few before and after photos. Thank you for watching. If this has helped you, please like the video.